Hey, it's Ava, and this is the biggest and best shirting promotion that we have ever done with Gitman Brothers. This iconic US shirt maker is back to producing in their original facility in Pennsylvania with a skilled, unionized staff. We have 3 different fits available and a multitude of collars to choose from. Let's start things off with the heavyweight and undefeated Rhino Oxford. I decided to lead with this fabric because it's honestly my favorite. This heavyweight cotton is a classic Americana mix of chestnut, navy, and pale orange. It has a thick and detailed weave with an amazing texture when you look at it up close. The next fabric is Air Force Big Check Slubby Weave. The deep blue ground tone is really striking and handsome, and the fabric has this great slubby texture when you get up close and look at it. This is a mid-weight fabric. It's not super heavy. It does have a brush finish to keep it warm and cozy, but it's something that you can almost wear 3 seasons out of the year. Next up is the Goldenrod Check Rustic Flannel. This is a pretty standard fall-winter flannel weight, and it is incredibly soft. Really, the hand feel on this is amazing. The color here is a washed-out dark lemon, and I think that actually makes this really versatile and wearable. It's a great pop color for navy, gray, and olive pieces. Next up, I have 2 incredible cotton tweeds, and I really love these fabrics. They look so much like the wool suitings that we offer all day long with Rochester tailored clothing. This first colorway is navy and chestnut, and this is a classic tattersall check with a gray ground and navy and chestnut accents. You can see this awesome micro houndstooth pattern when you get up close. The next is cobalt and gold check cotton tweed, and this is the same yarn as the fabric that we just saw, but with a slightly different and slightly bolder mixture of colors. Blue and yellow is typically a big contrast, but both the cobalt and the gold tones are so muted here that they really blend nicely together. It's a great mixture. Next up is the Synthwave Sunset Flannel, and this is just a stunning mixture of colors. The white ground contrasts so nicely against these salmon and khaki accents, and the overall hand feel of this flannel is incredible. It is so soft and comfortable. This is going to be a bold piece overall with a pretty big repeating pattern. Next up is our 3rd cotton tweed, and this is actually an encore presentation of the Burning Embers colorway. It does really evoke the tones of a fall-winter campfire, with these great colors of orange and yellow merging together in a medium scale check pattern. And like the other cotton tweeds, this is soft, classic, and very luxurious. Next up, I have 2 houndstooth bouclés, and the texture and detail on this cloth is incredible. This is the kind of stuff that you really only see sourced by Gitman Brothers. This first tone is rust, and it's true that the main houndstooth elements here are a rust color. But look in between these hound's teeth, and you'll see this wonderful interplay of white and salmon pink tones right in the middle. Working in the same vein, this is the Indigo Houndstooth Bouclé. The hound's teeth here are a classic indigo blue, but in the middle is this wonderful heathered mixture of white and gray tones, which really give this an awesome texture. And of course, the hand feel on this is incredible. This will be extremely comfortable to wear. Next is a 3-season brush twill called Charcoal and Cobalt Live Wires. This is a great business casual sports shirt, and the dark charcoal ground really allows the lines on top of it to pop out and catch the eye. I especially dig this electric blue accent line, so hence the name, Live Wires. Coming next is the Glory Days Exploded Tartan Twill. I was going to give this the usual mixture of color names, but something about this just seems so old school and nostalgic, I thought that Glory Days fit. It's a bold, large-scale pattern, and like the other fabrics, it has an incredible texture up close. We're back with another Rhino Oxford. This is the Indigo and Scarlet Check. You have a deep indigo navy ground with pretty sharply defined lines of scarlet, khaki, and ecru running all throughout it. Stock on this fabric is super limited, so if you see this and you like it, definitely buy it sooner than later. Up next is the Mocha and Mink Check Twill. And this is a really cool British looking alternation of olive and brown tones. To me, it evokes the lining of a classic barber jacket, and it's the kind of handsome mixture that really accents almost any outfit and anyone's skin tone. This is a mid-weight sport shirt which can be worn 3 seasons. Here's another fabric that you really only see from Gitman Brothers. This is the Infrared Dawn Slubby Weave. If you remember the Air Force Slubby Weave from the beginning of the video, this is the exact same yarn and the same cloth, just with a different pattern. It's a stunning large-scale buffalo check with a really bold infrared line running through it. This is an absolutely brilliant fabric to go with denim. The texture returns with khaki, navy, and lime rhino Oxford. I love how bright and eye-catching this mixture is. You really see all of these colors coming to the front. That faded lime green is a beautiful contrast against the navy and taupe of the ground, and these white strike lines going horizontal and vertical are really cool. We're going to close out with 2 classic 3-season tartans, and again, this is very much a Gitman Brothers signature. I'm calling this first one Scotch on the Rocks, and yeah, it's gorgeous. I love this alternation of bright gold, bright red, with this white strike line running right in the middle. And the ground is kind of this classic Black Watch interplay of olive and navy. The very last fabric is called Midnight Lights Tartan Twill. I wish I knew the official name of this tartan. It's definitely something that I've used for trousers quite a few times. You have a really strong contrast between the charcoal, almost black ground and this bright red accent. And this is a 3-season weight that you could wear right up to the very end of spring.